Alright guys, so here we are for another video. On this one I am going to include opening these weapons and see what I've gotten. And the TV is a little louder than it should be, but it's just this one part. Okay, back to normal. Anyways, alright, so I'm going to open up the weapons, we're going to go over a couple of things, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so let's see what I got. I can even tell you what I tried for. Became legendary. That's awesome. Nice. That's epic. All right. So random healing. This gun is my second one. And I'm super excited about this. I'm getting really good luck lately on weapons. And I will show you guys what I just crafted prior to this. But random healing, when being attacked, a better chance to heal one member of your team for 20% of their max health. So it literally is a healing gun. It is awesome. I can't tell you how many times it has saved my ass. I've actually had a character die, and in the same second, my gun will revive it and will heal it and like revive it. Like I've seen it drop and pop right back up from this gun. It is an epic gun to have, and it is a really hard stat to get. So I am super, super psyched about that. Yes, this is my second one exactly like this. I don't even think I have any other upgrades on the other one like this either yet, but that is very awesome. Very, very, I needed that. All right, and I think this one is yellow. So let's see. It went to platinum. Reflect damage, not bad. When being attacked, a better chance to deal 80% of the damage to the enemy. Now, reflect damage is extremely helpful. If that's what you have on it instead, on yellow, your best bets are reflect damage and absolute zero defense. I clearly was going for absolute zero, but I will keep it at reflect damage for now until I can get it back, get it to a, reflect damage. So, or I'm sorry, to absolute zero. That's the one I wanted to be at the most. So, still awesome. So I have been, and I have to do this real quick. So pause that. Let's go to survival road. This will just take me a minute. Not even then. I need to keep my status where I'm at. And the clock is running, so I said in one of my other videos I was watching it, and I most definitely am. Okay, so back to, sorry about that. I'm trying to keep my ranking, people sneaking at the last minute. But I also keep debating on going for top 3. I'll probably decide that the last 10 minutes or so of the tour. It's usually how it goes. The last 10 minutes really can change everything and totally screw you. All right, so let me put this wood away so it doesn't get stolen through raids. All right, so part of this, you guys know I've told you a few times to stockpile your shit, and I mean it. And get ready, especially for faction events. There's no reason why everyone shouldn't have something like this going, or a few of them. Right now I only have one going. I will get more. I keep checking for this to change, but nothing is coming of it. There you go. There's your 6-star ascendable. 3 Liliths, $75, guaranteed 6-star. Fuck yes, we do. All right, hold on. I don't know if you can hear the music in the background, but it just got very loud again. It's my go-to music. I'm having a day. So as silly as it might sound to some, I absolutely love the Pitch Perfect movies. I think they're fucking hilarious. And so when I'm having a rough day, I will listen to their music. Anyways, all right. So you want to prep, right? You really want to prep, meaning you want to get characters to the furthest stage you can get them, ideally stage or tier 4, and then leave them at level 1. If you have, like right now, I just put Lee as tier 3 level 1. If I had 6 of these, I would be leveling him like crazy right now, but I don't. And I've been spending all my gear to upgrade. Of course, she's not in a team. Let's go find her. Isn't this absurd? To upgrade her. and I need one more glove. So I know it's a sports gauntlet, whatever. It's a stupid ass glove to me. So I need one more of those. Clearly, I've been using a lot of gear and leveling a lot of characters to change up my teams. So you want to get them as far as you can within reason, and then you want them to sit. So I just got, where is he? Probably not in a team. I've been working on that Andrea and this Kenny. Oh, he's not. I just took him out because he wasn't a scavenger level, and I went, nope, not there. Here he is. So there's a 5-star, tier 4, level 1. He's not going to do anything for me personally. I have no use for him. If you didn't notice up at the top, I already have him maxed out on another one. But having all of these 5 stars gives you the advantage to really be able to use them during level ups to your absolute advantage. So during this time when the single level ups are going on, you need to be leveling up and getting ready for those faction tours, because together you can pull together a hell of a lot of points if you do it correctly. All right, so I'm going to use this time. I need to go collect some characters. Now, I always keep that going, so I always have a stockpile there, and sometimes I have to use them, and that's a bummer, but sometimes I do. Won't it be hilarious if I just got hit? All right, so Maggie's way the hell down here, and this is something else I try to do, is keep all my 6 stars in a team. That becomes problematic because in Decatur we have our coalition, and I'm going to do a separate video on that today because I want more people to join in and I want more people to do this. It's very, very helpful. So I will go over that in a minute. But I keep them all, I try to at least keep them all in a team so they're at the front of me all the time. All right, so clearly if you haven't learned this yet, you guys do not use an active a Ulysses or a Lilith on your 5 stars. Also, for those of you that don't know this hard lesson, when you use a character or upgrade a weapon that a character has equipped to them, say Eris and her knives, what else? Michonne and her swords. There's a few of them. When you use those and you upgrade them and then you turn your 5-star into a 6-star, it doesn't go with you. The weapon will revert as well. And nice. Just like if you up their ARs as a 5-star and that goes back down to 0, it does the exact same thing for the weapons. I learned that the hard way. I got absolute 0 on Eris's throwing knives, and it was my damn 5. She wasn't ascended yet. She was still 5-star. I had 1 ascended and 1 not, and of course I got it on the one that wasn't ascended yet. And when I ascended her, it legitimately reset my damn weapon, and I had to try about 15 more times until I finally got it. So that is a lesson to be learned. Now, what do you do when you have 423,000 food standing and you're out of characters? Now, you can go in, and this is when you can dip into your stash if you're really going at it as far as where you want to be in a level up. You have these tokens. I can pull this. Yeah. You can use those types of leaders. You can pull here from we just had a faction tour, so I'm obviously restocking. But you can go and reach through all of these. You can also buy characters. You can sell characters. You can come in here and buy all kinds of these things. And then, of course, you can go through and use. Let's go back to Maggie. All right, so she upgrades at level 50, right? Clearly, I have plenty to upgrade her. So all I need to do is get her a couple more levels. Now, I don't want to use any of my 6-star stuff because clearly it's not as awesome as it once was. I've done a lot. Now, I have a lot of 2-star trainers. That's an option. Aiden is a 6-star AR. He just is. Do not touch him for anything but your 6 stars. To do so is insane. Don't do it. Alert trainers go to alerts. Red. Your legendary trainers go to them. Strong trainer go to them. Literally stick by it. Don't make that mistake and go, oh, I'll get another one and use it on a different character. It's pointless. It won't work, first of all. If you use a green on a blue, that won't do shit. It's just a waste. And if you do it with the Aidens, Liliths are hard to get. They're not easy to come by. We're all fighting tooth and nail for chances of them right now. All right, so these ones, though, the hunter, leader, citizen, soldier, I can't even remember the other one. These types of trainers that are 5-star trainers, I don't say the harm in using them if you need to use them or want to use them. They don't mean anything to me anymore because I'm not going to level a 5-star AR. I'm just not doing it. I see 0 point in it. It's extremely wasteful in my opinion. If it happens by coincidence of me leveling up, great. If it doesn't, I don't care because by the time, if it's a 5-star I'm going to use, it's an ascendable 5-star. So there's no point in doing it. So let's go ahead and level her up. I'm going to use those at 7. All right, we're almost there. Now I have all these 2 stars. And 2 stars can be really epically awesome when it comes to this because you get them really quickly. And they pile up quick. All right, so I'm there. I'm right where she's supposed to be, right? Now I can upgrade her again. Now at this point, you have a couple of choices. You can go and farm. So I have 36 world energy, right? I could go farm and get characters. And just to show you an example of this, hopefully I have a token left. I think I used them all, but let's see. I have 1. All right, I can't use it on that, guys. Sorry, hold on. I hate having to move my little face thing around. All right, so let's go back here. All right. I'm going to go where I have the possibility of a Lilith to drop, a 4-star, 3-star, better weapons, etc., etc. Again, always come in here and look and see what you're able to get. They've been adding some pretty cool 4 stars, and for the newbies starting the game, it's kind of cool. They've been adding some really badass available 4 stars. And again, your 4 stars you can ascend into 5 stars, and those 5 stars can then become ascendable 6 stars. So it really is something that you're going to want all the time. 3 stars you can turn into 4 stars, then into 5 stars, then into 6 stars, ascendables. 2 stars, I don't think you can ascend 2 stars. We will test that theory out after this. I'm 99% sure you can't. But anyways, in the 2 stars, you will see here is Lilith. So wherever she can pop out is mostly where I will farm, especially with a gold token, because it gives you plus 20% drop chance. More than likely because I am videoing this for whatever reason. I never get the luck when I am videoing it for them to drop. Then also, though, you need to watch for weapons. 4-star drops are awesome. You're always going to want every single 4-star weapon you can get your hands on, especially if you're not going to be part of the Survivors Club, where you have to have those weapons parts. Those become a real bitch. And after you start trying, we were talking about this in Hawk last night or the night before, about getting absolute 0 defense on a yellow weapon, and yellow/fast. And we have people, and it took me 2 years to get my first absolute 0. And then I got a couple back to back. And then I've had some pretty good luck this last couple of weeks. And I'm super grateful for it because up until now, it has just been shit. And they're game changers. They really, really are. So then we are talking about that. And there's numerous other people in the faction that have been playing this game and haven't been in Hawk since day 1, but have been playing since day 1 and still don't have an absolute 0 or a stun or whatever. They're still trying. Don't give up. It will happen. But as you're doing that and you're constantly crafting, you go through the resources, the weapons parts extremely quickly. So you're going to want to make sure you get as many 4 stars and 3-star weapons as you possibly can, period. You're going to need them. So then from there, Jesus, my dog just scared the hell out of me. So from there, you'll have to go and decide from there. But you want to do if you're going to auto farm, I would say go as high as you possibly can and go after the weapons and the characters that are going to be the most beneficial to you. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now I have 80 that came out, right? Survivors. And then I did get a 2-star. So there you go. There's how you can get characters very quickly. From there, obviously you're going to want to throw them into the training ground. I do this first so that I don't overspend my food and then end up with no food to do it. And then you can come back and you can keep farming, and then be able to come back to it. And let me get there to Maggie. Where'd she go? And then keep leveling up. And then there you go. That's one level. And then you just keep going along those lines. And then you also have the option, I'm going to show you this very quickly because my husband just got home from work and he's stuck locked outside the door, knocking right now. Oh no, my mom got it. Okay. So what you do then is another option is you can come into your workshop and you can definitely hide the food in your resources like this. Now, the only problem with it is that it requires 33,900 food to craft it, right? Now, if I want to sell that, I hate that we can't just sell it from right there. You only get 16,950. So literally any supply you put in here, if it's wood, if it's food, to hide it, to keep it safe, to use it later, to stockpile it up, which I do recommend doing, especially if you have spare resources. If you have a ton of food sitting around, it's better for you to lose 50% of it by hiding it in here than giving it away to your other opponents by your competition, in raids, because they will take it. So I would say at least do that at the very, very least, is to hide it, or to use the trainers and max it out and keep going is also what I would do. Get them to a level that's acceptable for you so that you can be ready. Food is now really easy. If you farm enough and you keep going from level to level and you make sure that you are using your world energy a few times a day, then let's see here. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, that's decent. Okay. So if you use your food, if you do it enough, then you really don't need to worry too much about stockpiling food, because from there you get to go to your supply depot and you can come in here and sell all of the stuff that you've gathered, which is going to be worth a lot. Just selling 100 and something of your running shoes, which mine are way lower than they normally are because if we just did the faction level up, with just 100 is worth a decent amount of food. It's a half-meal food, a little over it. So it really does add up quickly. So if you're farming these higher levels, you're going to definitely have a better chance at, not worrying about food less, because it really does add up quickly. And then you can just sell that stuff. You can also go back in here and purchase food, right, with the gear markers, and then you can sell for gear markers too. And that adds up really fast as well. And all of this is so easy to replace, it's ridiculous. So I don't stress so much about stockpiling food like we used to. Man, we used to have 4,000 or 5,000 of those high energy or high replenish energy drinks at a time, ready to go after a level up. And again, it's a wasted food, but it's better at least wasted in mine than going to the opposite, to your competition out there. When you get hit at our level, I think the max amount of food I can take from someone is 185,000, 165, something like that. But it's a decent amount of food. So you definitely want, I would rather it go into a energy drink than to give it away. It's just insane to me. So, then they're adding it to them and you just have to fight them harder. So I would definitely put it there. But honestly, at this point in the game, unless you, like I said, are new, you really should have plenty of places and plenty of ways to use your food on your characters to get them to where you need them to be, so that once that level up hits, you have a decent amount of characters to put up a lot of points. I had three 5 stars at tier 4 level 1 and 2 6 stars at tier 4 level 1, and I was able to put up almost 8 million points. So that's where you really want to have it at. And then of course you want to have as many up to tier 4 and tier 3 as you possibly can. That's where the most points are. Now the differences in points are crazy. If you go up here, let's go to a 6 star. All right, so to level up a 6 star, and I'm just going to show you, I'm not going to actually do it. So that's 13,800 points on one level. It's a lot of points, right? Now, if you go down to a 5 star, that's tier 4. Just use Kenny. Again, doesn't matter. He's 7,000 points for one. Now, it's still a lot of points, but it's nowhere near as much, as 13. So you've got that going. And then you have on top of that, you have to think about your 6 stars. Now that's 7,000 tier 4, right? Now let's see. Here's tier 3. All right, so divide by 3. Stop. Of course, everyone in my house is losing their mind. So 3 levels is 20,000 for tier 3. So you're getting a little under 7,000 a level. Then I can show you tier 2. So one level here is 3,450. So it's definitely way, way lower. Now, if you compare that to a 5 star, though, at tier 3 and tier 2, I don't have a tier 3 right now, but say here, it's 1,250. So it really is